thanks to the supporters of channel member Ken Davenport. Oh, you thought we'd done the unthinkable when we started playing a flatback 6 in the last episode. I have one-upped myself once again because now we've done something I genuinely thought we'd never do in this save. We've just signed 7 new players in the transfer window. And yes, 4 of them are in on loan, but we're not going to get too bogged down in that kind of detail. The point is we've now got a squad of players. As you can see, we didn't lose anybody. We've added 7 players to the first team squad. We've got a new goalkeeper, Abdul Rahman Mubarak. He comes in on loan from Shabab Al Ali. We've also got Mohamed Salam Ahmed, who is a 6'2" legitimate actual defender boy. Yes, he's only 19, but he's got 3 stars of current ability, which is such a novelty when it comes to defenders at this football club. We've also got a left back with some actual ability, Ahmed Al-Khamis, who's on loan from Shabab Al Ali until the end of the season. All the loans are free, obviously. And then the final loan was Fahad Masood Al-Antali, who's on loan from Fujara. 2.5 stars current ability there as well. And then we signed some permanent players, or as permanent as you can be in a world of non-contract. Kalfan Salah is a right back with 2 stars of current ability. Salam Al-Hassani is an attacking midfielder. Yes, we're returning to using an attacking midfielder. And then finally, Mata Al-Dwais Mata is a striker. 3 stars of current ability on a striker. For the first time in my history at this football club, we have a 3rd striker in the squad as well. Unfortunately, it is all a little bit too late to save the season, although you can see it is slowly starting to turn it around after a miserable run. We have won 2 of our last 5 games, and we're now in a position where we've 5 games to go? 6 games to go? We are 8 points outside of the automatic promotion spots. Realistically, we have to win every game between now and the end of the season. It's possible because we've got our shiny new boys. We actually have substitutes we can use now. It's all good fun. Unfortunately, if we don't win every game, the dream is over. And I think my time at Precision will be over, because I think my new plan is, if we don't get promoted this season, to resign at the end of the season and start job hunting again. Because I think after 2 years, if we're still mid-table, we ain't ever getting anywhere with this football club. It's just too hard to bring in players. And as I was thinking it, that's when the players started to agree to join me. So I think I have some kind of psychic link with the game, and hopefully it now understands we have to win 6 in a row, and we'll go and do exactly that. We've gone back to the box because our best players are still in the attack, and look at those lovely link-up lines they've got between them as well. They love playing together, and they love being in that kind of shape. But we've actually got some proper defenders in the defence now. So Mubarak, the new goalkeeper, is in goal. We've also got our new centre-back alongside our other centre-back who wasn't rubbish from before. We've now got a couple of proper right-backs and a couple of proper left-backs. We have a legitimate back 4 with actual reserves in various positions. We did, as part of bringing the new players in, get rid of some players that we just weren't ever going to use, including Al Falassi. I just got fed up of trying to train him to play left back. So we moved him on just to free up some money in the wage budget. But these are all players that we just weren't using. We decided to let them go. They didn't walk out on us. And then we've got 2 proper defensive midfielders, Al Antali and Al Ali. Al Ali, okay, he's probably still the weak link. And then we all know how good the 4 attackers are. So we've actually got a legitimate first team, plus we've got an attacking option on the bench, which we've never had before. Plus we've got I'm happy with the team. We just need to win the match. So there's your team. Let's go play the match. We're playing Sporty. Sporty are up at 3rd place in the league, so we do need to play quite well. It doesn't really matter who we're playing at this point. We just have to win. If we don't win, the dream is over, and our time in the UAE could potentially be over. Although obviously there's no guarantee that if I do leave, I get another job in another country. We might be stuck here just at a different club, which I don't know that would be a particularly positive move for us to be making. But as we learned last summer, no one's even given me interviews because I've already got a job. And that is a football goal, boys and girls. Salam Ali has absolutely thundered it in from range. That is, I can't believe that's his first goal of the season. When he's got that in his locker, why has he not been doing this all along? This is why we play the front 4 the way we do. Taha to Ahmed to Ali. He shoots and he scores. The other thing about bringing in the players is it has stopped the dressing room mutiny that we've had all season long due to lack of strength in depth. We now have strength in depth. And having strength in depth is huge. And look at the difference winning this game would make. It shoots us up to 5th place in the league. And then we do start to believe we might actually be in with a chance. Because if we can step up to 5th with 5 to go and get ourselves into a run of form, anything can happen, boys and girls. The dream at precision football might still be alive. Ball over the top to a backer. I mean, he turned nicely and got the shot away, but unfortunately, he was always kind of spinning and pointing upwards with it. I mean, we're only, as it stands right now, we're only 6 points outside of the playoffs now. We're closing the gap. We don't know how D Garden's doing. They're drawing currently to that rubbish team that we beat comfortably on the first day of the season. So maybe this league is just 14 teams that are all quite rubbish, and it's effectively a dice roll every Saturday, and randomness is what will decide who finishes where. But even if that's how it is, I'm comfortable with it. I want us to do well. I want us to start making some progress in our Pentagon. Obviously, I did a Pentagon earlier in the year as fast-paced, one European trophy per video. And by this point, we'd already made it to the top flight in South Africa because I kind of fell on my feet with a really good club in the South African lower leagues with some good young players coming through. And yeah, we had a couple of youth players at the club when I started that save who went on to play for South Africa. That's how good that squad was and that start was. We've not had that this time. So, I mean, ultimately, if we do have to leave, I'm not against turning up in South Africa and seeing what there is down there. That was quite good last time. But we might not need to leave because look at us. We're on a run. This would be 3 wins in 6. Which is, it's promotion form in this league because everybody's rubbish, apart maybe from HPC, who look like they've already got everything wrapped up. The one downside, of course, to all of this is we are still only 1-0 up and we are still pretty porous defensively. We're not as bad as we have been, but we're still pretty rubbish, just like we are in all positions. Everything is relative at a club like Precision Football. Look at Taha go. He's got no pace at all, but still goes past his man because he's a big unit that nobody wants to get in the way of. And now Mohamed looking to get the cross in. Cross does come in. Keeper flaps at it. It falls to Ali again. It's back to Taha, who hits the crossbar from the edge of the area. Oh, goodness me. A second goal would go down very nicely around about now. It would certainly take the edge off the nerves. I mean, this has been an atrocious game of football, but we're winning it, and that's all that matters. Right, I'm going to do something. For the first time you've seen me do this in the save, I'm making a tactical substitution. Mata Al-Dwais is coming on up front to make his debut. He's going to play alongside Ahmad Abaka, who's missed a couple of chances, can come off. And we've got actual substitutions we can make. It's proper luxury land. We're going to take off Al Ali as well. Suleiman's going to come on for him. And I'm loving this. We've just made 2 substitutions and nobody's injured. The Precision fans don't understand what's happening. They've never seen anybody do this before. They didn't know this was allowed. You can change up to 5 of the players. I mean, it's something I'd still be a little bit wary of changing 5. The squad's not that deep. But being able to make a couple of changes in a situation like this, just to freshen up the attack, it's a proper luxury that I am going to hopefully enjoy very much. I didn't enjoy that though. Right, we've got to go attacking. We've got to win. Draws are useless now. Only promotion matters. It doesn't matter if we start moving in the right direction. We've been here 2 years. We're not moving in the right direction anymore. We get promoted this year or we move on. This is a save. I mean, I know FM25 has been cancelled, but I would still like to get this save complete before FM26. We can't dilly-dally too much around the Emirati lower leagues. Right. Why have they got the ball here? Maybe Abaka was our inspirational leader. That was worrisome. Right. Ball forward, lumped forward, looking at Ahmad. Who doesn't seem that keen to chase it. The one thing Al-Dwais has got that the other 2 attackers don't have is he's actually got a little bit of pace around him. Certainly for this league, he's got acceleration of 11, which is, I mean, that's like the Flash in this league. So expect to see him speeding past defenders if he ever gets the ball. I mean, he hasn't got the ball yet. Right, we've got more changes to make. We're going to bring on Abdullah at left back. We've got Salah, who can come on at right back as well. We can freshen up both of the fullbacks. Look at this luxury. And then, I mean, we are pretty much now at the point where we don't have much else to do. I mean, we could bring on Al Musabi, who's still only 6'1", still only 16. I mean, he does score occasionally, but we don't need comical defending at this point of the match. I'm not bringing him on just so he's a threat from set pieces. Come on, boys. Find us a late winner, because this is how close this league is. A win would have put us up to 5th and in a promotion race. A draw, and we're just kind of, we're bottom half of the table and fairly meaningless again. We need a last-minute hero to step up. This isn't how I planned for it to go today. Suleiman, ball over the top. There's Aldways, the new boy. There's your last-minute hero. We used to, don't disallow it. Oh, I was so happy so briefly. The referees just ruined my life. It was so close as well. Oh, my word. They are the margins that make a difference when it comes to a save like this one. That could have been the difference between me sticking here for another year and moving on. Oh, that hurt. Right. Well, they dropped points as well. 8 points to make up with 5 to go. We're not going to do it, are we? I think I'm just going to take us through to the last game of the season, and we'll play that together unless it gets interesting in the meantime. There's no point me just showing you another meaningless match. We'll go through to the last day of the season, and based on how we play in the next 5 games, I'll decide if I'm staying or leaving. Because if we start to look like we are good, we might stay anyway. I'm still not fully decided. Well, we continue to be the most frustrating football club in the world, and I genuinely don't know what to do now. We obviously drew the game against Sporty, then got absolutely thumped against Atletico Arabia, 5-2, lost again against Sporting, but then picked up 2 big wins, including a big away win over top of the table HPC. So we've scored 9 goals in our last 2 games. It means with a game to go, we're sat in mid-table where we usually sit. I don't know. I don't know if maybe we are turning the corner. Maybe we are moving in the right direction, or maybe the division is just entirely random. We play Liwa today. They need to get a result against us to guarantee they're not going to get relegated. So we'll see how we get on, I guess. And I've struggled a little bit to find them on the map. The closest I can find is Liwa Sports Club, which is well out here in the desert. I think we're still in the UAE here. I don't know where, is that the border along there? So I think this is them. So Liwa Sports Club, if we try and have a little look at them at street level. In fact, people always say, go on the little blue dots, Kev. So here you go, I'm on a little blue dot. Is that a football stadium? I mean, it looks like a little car park with shops around it. I'm not seeing much in the way of football there. Is there a football pitch anywhere nearby? Can we get down? We can't even get onto the road. It literally is just that blue dot. But none of that really looks like a football pitch. There's a shop there called Haircut, which I could do with visiting, to be honest. And then if I look at them in game, it does say they play in Dubai. So I think we're probably in the wrong place. Al Mamzar. So they actually have an actual stadium, which we might be able to find that. Al Mamzar. Let's see, it just looks like Al Mamzar is a region, is a little area. I mean, I guess it's here. The Ballon d'Or Academy. That feels like the kind of place I'd play. Have we got any little blue dots here? This is where my colour blindness doesn't really help the situation. Can we get down to street level anywhere near here? I don't think we can. I'm going to assume we're playing there. Right near Al Mamzar Lake. This feels like the right place. I think we've found the football club. I think this is where we're heading. Get that into the GPS and away we go. And this is the team we are sending there. It's Mubarak in goal, a back four of Kamis, Salem, what's his surname? Salem Ahmed. His name's too long. He'll play alongside Mohammed and then Mohamed at right back, Suleiman and Al Antali in midfield, Ali and Taha behind Ahmad and Abaka up front. Dwais, by the way, 3 goals in 3 appearances so far. Looks like he's actually quite good, but I don't know which one of our traditionally very good strikers we're supposed to drop for him. So at the moment, he's just an impact sub. But it might be that if we do decide to stick around for one more year, we might be building the team around him as a goal a game striker. We'll see. I think a lot is going to depend on how we get on today. If we score 3 or 4 goals again and win comfortably, that'll be 3 in a row, and I'll be starting to believe that actually we've now got a decent team here, and if we could have kept them together for the entire season, we'd have had a real good chance at promotion. If we lose against a team that are about to get relegated, then I think we realise that the last 2 results, just like the 20 before it, are pretty random in this league, and we'll probably resign on the spot at the end of the episode and spend tomorrow job hunting. I love the fact that 26 games into the season we still have a goal difference of 0, because it literally does feel like a dice roll every match we play. I think regardless of what club we're at next year, we probably need to stop faffing around with silly tactics and just pull out some of my classics, my 4-3-3s, my 4-2-3-1s. The reason I've not been using them is because obviously in the 2 years that I've been here, we've needed 2 striker systems because our 2 strikers have always been our best players. And I think I'm proving once again that 2 striker systems aren't very good. Maybe if we'd have spent the last 2 years training one or both of them to also play out wide or maybe in behind the other one, we'd be sat here now playing a system that actually works and top of the league. But that's that. Ifs, buts and maybes, that's not what we're here for, boys and girls. We're here to see if we're going to stay at precision football. And at the moment, with us being 1-0 down at half time, it's not looking good. We are going to go attacking, and this might be the last time you see these boys, because they just frustrate the niblets off of me. We're as far from promotion as we are from relegation. We are just the mid-tabliest of mid-table clubs in history, but we're hemorrhaging money. The board won't put me through any coaching badges, so I'm not improving my reputation. I'm not improving my qualifications. And I don't see that we're necessarily showing any signs of advancement on the pitch either. So I don't feel like another year here is advancing the career in any way. If they agreed to give me a coaching badge, I'd stay. If we were improving year on year with our league positions, I'd stay. But we're not. We are just treading water, and we may as well not be doing it. We may as well not be managing a football club, because what we are doing is making no difference to wherever we might end up next. So I am a little bit concerned about what will happen if I resign and then can't find a new job. It could end up being chalked up as a failure and then a restart. But hopefully it won't come to that. We'll give myself a year to find another job. By the end of tomorrow's episode, certainly we'll have either found another job or agreed that we're going to do a do-over. I can't do a do-over. Oh, my mysterious brother will take over as a new manager, because new managers, it is often easier to find a job as a new manager rather than an existing manager who's been out of work for a while. So if we don't find a new job straight away, the longer it goes on, the less likely it becomes that we'll find a job. Anyone who's ever holidayed into the future and then tried to find a job with that manager will know what I'm talking about. It's why when you do these saves, like with this one where we holidayed the start date forward, we then retired that manager and added a new manager on that date, because you kind of viewed it. You get more opportunities if you're there with a clean slate. I've got a filthy slate, and it'll only get filthier the longer I'm out of work. Right. Can we grab an equaliser here? That would be lovely. I mean, we're not doing anything. Do something, you wallies. Taha! Oh, my word. If that had gone in, I'd have stayed forever and made him my assistant manager. That would have been superb. But no, it goes. That man's 6'4" and not at all mobile. I don't know what he was even thinking. This league, this team, these players, it's all absurd. And I mean, the fact that we had no one following in on that is troublesome. Let's get New Boy on up front again. Give him the opportunity to run around a bit, and we'll get Al Hamadi on, because we've seen him score a great goal previously. Maybe he can do it again. And then let's also bring on Al Ali. Why not? We're going to do 5 substitutions today. It might be the first time since I've been here that we'll do 5 substitutions. I'm living a little. Lewa have saved themselves from relegation though with this result, so we've been involved, and that's it. I think I resign here. I'm walking out with 15 minutes to go. There was a nice beach we saw on Google Maps, a nice beach down the road. I think I'm going to go and spend the rest of the afternoon there, and then get on a plane back to England and start sending my CV out again from there, because after over 2 years here in Dubai, it hasn't really worked out for me, has it? And I think we have to admit defeat. There you go. We'll make a final change. He made 5 substitutions. I have now officially done it all here at Precision Football, apart from achieve anything. Club 1 of the Pentagon, officially a failure. Oh, no. And now we resign. I wouldn't be surprised if I didn't get offered a new contract, because we've done nothing for 2 years. But we now resign, and tomorrow we job hunt. Oh, hello, he says. Although you've just handed in your resignation, we'd really like you to reconsider and stay. Right. This is where, if they give me a coaching badge, I stay. It's not even an option. I literally just want to do my coaching badge, and it's not even an option I can do. Offer me a reason to stay. We're willing to increase your transfer budget. No, you wouldn't. I'm off. I'm done. Bye. Bye-bye. And there you go. I don't think I've ever resigned without another job to go to in FM before. And Danny Guthrie's going to take over from me. Goodness me. Good luck, Danny. I'm off on a job hunt. If you've enjoyed that, please make sure you leave a nice big thumbs up on there for me. Subscribe to the channel for daily Football Manager videos. And thank you very much for watching.